Welcome everybody. You are obviously the very lucky recipient of Action Figure of the Month for July 2020. So I'm going to break down what's in this fantastic package and how you put it together, how you use it. Let me just grab my clippers over here. We'll be ready to go. So right off the bat, boom, Irwin Papa artwork of this wonderful project, which you will quickly come to know as the fabled Kit Lau Knights of the Slice Cowboy project. So it is here. You get to be the first to check it out and play with it. So you got your core classic Knight of the Slice figure, and you have this armor pack. Pretty easy to open these up. Use any sharp implement. Don't recommend using your teeth, because that will lead to expensive dental work later on. We have all those pieces, and then we have this classic knight in a very similar but simultaneously brand new sort of light gray, kind of a throwback to our first proto knight that we did many years ago. So there's a couple different ways to utilize this. I usually pop off the head, and then boom, you get this really nice fit with Kit's cowboy character. I think that the chest armor takes the most finagling, and what you gotta do is kind of get one side latched, and it can take some patience. But if you line it up and you apply some pressure, after several hours of cursing, it will actually work. So boom, we got that first latch on. And then this one's a little bit trickier. You got to apply pressure. The plastic is very soft and does have the right amount of give. You shouldn't be too worried about breaking it. And actually, I find if you take the arm off first, you can kind of finagle it. As with all Glyos figures, I do recommend heating before you use. In the case of the cowboy armor, it's very soft already. I don't know how much that's going to really help you. But as you can see, fits pretty snugly. And of course, all these armor parts fit on acid rain figures. This is a true crossover collaboration in that these parts can be utilized on both. So next up is the hip holster, which is a very snug fit, but it does slide on. So I like to remove the leg first and do that. The gun also fits in the holster, like so. You're gonna figure out which sort of position you like it in on the hip. And then the belt can be tricky as well. So I like to split the figure in half, close the belt off of the figure. This is another little tiny clasp that does work really well, but can be finicky to get together. So there you have it. And then I like to stretch it over the details. Now, you are welcome to remove this crotch slice. That does help, and it does give you a little bit more real estate to deal with. But that's kind of how I set it there, and it works pretty well. Then you get the bandana, pop the head back on, you get the cowboy hat, and you're in good shape. And then, of course, put the gun in the holster, kind of finagle the belt a little bit. I want this to sit just a tiny bit lower. There you go. Now, a couple things about the rifle. One, the bayonet attaches like so. That's pretty cool. Two, we have a recessed part for a Glyos pin. So if you have one, you can connect these two. You can also sort of build backpacks and have maybe a third arm, whatever you like. And while this is not officially an intended sort of use, it does snap on to this little square on the belt, which just made the belt pop off. But you can also sort of sling the carbine on his side hip, which is a very cool look. So although I admit I did just pop the belt off. You get the idea. It's a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoy this kit made by Kit Lau.